For those who don't know who I am, I'm Tom. I need to be closer. Okay, thank you, Mike. I am not Big Mike for some reason. Today I am Tom Hughes and Evil Genius White. I do the show Weird Video Games, and I am instructed to tell everyone that this is not a D20 live canon game. We're doing Captain Planet using let me hold the book up here. Yeah, I have made a big thump. That'll be great for the sound quality. We're doing Wild Talents. It's a superhero RPG, and it's very flexible, and I used it to make a Captain Planet game. Yay!
Woo!
Today's game is Wild Talents, and I already said all that, so okay. So our players are the new generation of Planeteers. Wheeler, Linka, Guy, Kwame, Mati are all retired, and Gaia has recruited these 5 new children to be our Planeteers. Who are our Planeteers?
Are we gonna start with me?
Yeah,
okay.
You're the.
Okay, that's fine. Hi, I'm Nicole. That's the person, but I'm gonna be playing a character named May. She's 11 years old, and she has the power of wind.
I am Mike. I am older than the 12 years of which I will be playing. My character's name is Aram Eskandarian. Yes, I'm trying to be Armenian, to my family's chagrin, and I will be controlling the power of Earth.
Hi, I'm Sam, the production manager. I had such a hard time getting everything set up today because, oh man, YouTube likes to fuck with everything. And I will be playing...
This isn't for children.
This stream is never, ever, ever going to be for children.
Never.
But
So I hope you enjoy our children's game.
I hope you're enjoying our children's game where I could be playing an 8-year-old. My name is going to be Maylo. I'm 8 years old, and I have the power of fire.
Hi, I'm Chris. I'm evangelist on the internet. I make toy reviews, which means that pretty soon you're going to need to follow me now rather than later when all my stuff disappears from the search algorithm. I'm going to be playing Valent Chen, the elder of the group, and he has the power of water. He is the elder of the group.
By 1 year.
Oh, it's so hard.
By 1 literal year, and I'm still the team leader, technically.
Are you?
Are
you sure? Because I have fire, and fire is best.
No, it's not. It causes property damage, and that's very improper.
I'm very proud of you, Kohai. We can welcome you into this new generation of Planeteers. I've been around for a while.
We literally all joined at the same time.
It was years ago.
But in the TV shows,
I'm already regretting this.
everything with fire and red is always the leader, so I should be the leader.
That's not how that works at all.
Sometimes it's the villain.
Yes.
Hey, I'll trade you rings. Water's pretty cool, too.
No, I like fire.
And of course, our 5th Planeteer. Where is our 5th Planeteer?
Uh-oh.
So it is a bright sunny day on Hope Island.
Oh, just quick announcements?
Yes.
Sorry. Just quick D20 Live announcements. The episode 8 of Ravenloft will be coming up for Patreon patrons after this stream. Secondly, next week it will be going live publicly. The week after that, which should be the first week in December, we will, of course, be doing a craft stream, then a week before stream, and then we will be doing Pendragon for those of you who all very much voted for it as our Christmas closeout game before we do our standard year-end survey, but we'll be doing more announcements for that when we get to the craft stream. Tom, it is your game.
All right. So it is a bright sunny day on Hope Island. An obstacle course is laid out for this day's training. Aram is there. Am I saying that right?
Aram.
Okay.
Aram. Well, it's Aram.
Aram is there. is first there, bright and early.
Is that going to be my gimmick this whole goddamn game?
Yes.
White people mispronounce my fucking name?
Hey,
Well,
Aram.
I'm still struggling with Valent. Did I say it right that time? Okay.
We haven't said
soon
anything about the
followed-
fact there's 2 Mays on the
It's
team.
true. At least they're both spelt differently.
Yeah.
Mine's with an E the proper way.
Mine's with a Y like the month.
Okay, so we've gotten sidetracked 3 times so far. Soon followed by Valent. Then, after a bit of a wait, May and Maylo finally arrive.
Yay.
Ensei, our 5th Planeteer, doesn't arrive.
Oh, no.
She's usually pretty punctual, but after waiting for over an hour, there's still no sign of her. What do you do?
You have... we're all kind of just standing there like 10 and 12-year-olds going...
Gaia.
If she doesn't come back in 15 minutes, we're legally allowed to leave.
Oh, no.
Well, we're just...
Gaia. We're missing our 5th one.
There's no point in me doing anything. She's too good.
Has anyone noticed that the 5th Planeteer isn't here? Because I just realized.
There must be some fuckery.
We've been standing here for 58 gosh darn minutes.
shouldn't say fuckery. It's very. I hate my character already. I need a new personality.
I have a really good idea. Maybe we should go look for them.
I knew you young ones would have some great ideas.
You are literally 1 year older than us.
Let's go.
Okay.
It's a hard road
you
being
all
a
come from
teenager.
different corners of the earth, so going to look for her could mean anything from looking
Let's look
around
around Hope
to-
Island. How about
Yeah.
that?
Maybe she got lost. She got stuck in a hole.
Jesus.
Is she in a well?
Oh no!
How long's there been a well on Hope Island? I never saw a well on Hope Island.
No one
told
should let me
there was
play
a
an
well.
8-year-old. This is only gonna get worse.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so after a while of looking around the island, finding nothing, finally Gaia appears before you. She says, "Plantiers, I have troubling news.
Oh, no.
Please come with me."
Dude.
What?
Can you tell us what it is before we follow you?
That's not how
Walk
the
and
show
talk.
goes.
It's
Okay,
a walk and talk.
Got
thing.
it. We'll walk and talk.
Okay. You might have to talk. You might have to walk slower or talk faster. I have short legs.
Question: where are we walking through?
She's taking you to the crystal chamber where she always shows you all of the
Yeah, it's like the
cool
command
stuff
center
on
kind
the
of
big,
Okay, excellent.
on the big.
I watched,
screen
But it's full of
thingy.
crystal.
I watched like 2 episodes of this show in preparation, and I was like, "This is very cheesy. I think I can do it."
Yeah.
With,
I
with-
didn't
Now I'm
do
realizing
a
I was wrong.
tremendous amount of research on this. I watched probably as many episodes as you did, but
with the implication,
I read the wiki. So,
One step above everyone else.
with the implication, this has happened literally every time when we go into the crystal chamber. Valent Chen, Valent Wang's a friend of mine, says,
She just dox her own friend.
who I also haven't actually heard from in like a year and a half. But I
Oh,
like his name.
jeez. What could you keep saying his name?
Anyway.
He's disappeared a year and a half ago. Oh man.
I had nothing to do with it. Implication, this happens every time. Valent Chen, when we go in, says, the crystal chamber.
That's it. Does he
Okay.
just put his like hands on his hip? He's
I
like,
can
correct.
have
Nodding to
no
himself.
funny lines this entire goddamn game.
No, one hand in one pocket.
Nice, excellent.
anyway, so as you're walking inside, she says, "Ensei has been kidnapped. I've been searching for her for some time. I've been unable to locate her or her heart ring. She must be somewhere surrounded by pollution, but I do know who took her."
But where are we going to find pollution? Somewhere in the world. Oh,
we
right.
going-
The entire freaking Atlantic. This is going to take a while.
It's okay. There's no straws in the ocean anymore, though. That's the big bad band. We fixed one
In
thing.
the future of the year 2021.
No
The
straws.
Planters must have done something the past
We
year.
got rid of them all.
To be fair,
rid of
we probably, to be fair, that would have been a full afternoon us destroying Garbage Island with Captain Planet just going like, wow, we have a lot of work.
He's just like, whoo!
Man,
I don't have enough abs for this one, guys. We gotta go.
man, my mullet lost an inch.
So she takes you to her view screen and just like powers it on with her Gaia power, and you see a man, tall with wide shoulders and jet black hair, wearing a cotton and polyester suit with a fur trim and an ivory cane.
I think he's
I
a
think
baddie.
he's evil.
I can't even get the line out, Sam. It's like, I think he's a baddie. He's evil! Well, nothing I say is going to be funny by comparison.
Well, every single thing he's wearing and holding is bad for the environment, so that might be the first hint.
Every single thing that guy's wearing and holding is bad for the environment. He is a prime suspect in this caper.
His name is Vile Venom.
Oh no!
Can I get a sentence out?
No!
I'm sorry.
He runs a waste management company that claims to be eco-friendly, but is the complete opposite. He's flown under my radar for a long time, but he may be one of the
How?
worst threats we've ever seen.
His
Because
name was Vile Venom. No,
Okay,
no, hang on.
can I remind you that the eco-villains in Captain Planet are named things like Verminous Scum, Duke Nukem, and what was the other one? Loot and Plunder.
I'm
His
aware
first
of
name
that.
is Luton.
Oh, first of all,
Gaia,
Luton
what
a
is your
great name.
detection methodology? Let me ask that seriously.
So it is
Yes,
always
it
going
is.
to be very on the nose.
Now,
So-
listen, Aram, we had this whole conversation when we dealt with that. Turned out
I'm worried about our levels of efficiency.
But remember our good friend and ally, after a slight misunderstanding, Belcher Horse Shit, who it turned out was doing a lot of good work to stop the vile machinations of Crystal Clear Water Person.
That would be a twist for Captain Planet.
God.
Is Water Person their last name?
Yes.
Yes. There's a
Okay,
hyphen.
okay,
It's
I'm
water
into
person.
that.
Writes it down as fast
Their
as
mom,
he
their
can.
mom's name was last name was Water. Their father's name was Person.
They were hippies.
Most of the villains we've seen so far have been motivated by greed and self-interest. This time, it's pure malice. His grandfather was killed in a volcanic eruption when he was 7. Both of his parents died. His father was hit by lightning. His mother was trampled by rhinos.
Wait, I have a question. Were these
let me
people
get
the
through
wild
this.
thornberries?
His aunt was crushed in an earthquake, and even his best friend in college was killed in an avalanche. Vile venom doesn't hurt the environment because it's convenient for him. It's personal. He wants revenge on nature.
This man's resolve to everyone in his life dying was, you know what? I'm gonna fuck up Mother Nature the only way I know how.
Not more stringent emergency provisions, building better fences.
Not living next to a volcano? I mean, come on.
Yeah, you did
Volcanoes
summon
are,
a volcano. I lost it under the rhino.
volcanoes are always angry. I'm just saying, guys.
How many have you been around?
We're not.
Okay, you're 8.
Yeah.
Okay.
With the fire ring.
So she gestures to the screen and starts displaying all kinds of atrocities he's committed. It's like, here he is purposely crashing a nuclear submarine into an oil rig.
No, that's that. Whoa, wait, hold, what?
Here he is.
Whoa. Gaia, how
Yeah.
long have you known about the oil submarine nuclear torpedo? Because if it's been longer than, oh shit, it happened. This is our thing.
Here he is smoking an endangered plant and then putting it out in an endangered bird.
I
Gaia,
have an issue with this.
Gaia, why?
Wait, I really like the idea that he's like in New York and just like a really pretty bird sits beside him and he's like, oh, rats come.
You know, I have parents, and I never did any of this.
Apparently, your parents. How did his parents die again? Volcano?
I don't have parents and I don't do any of this.
One of my parents is dead, and I don't do any of this.
Not both my
But we
parents
got
are dead.
cool rings of power. He got nothing except capitalism and heartbreak.
I mean, I like my Earth ring, and I like it a bunch, but it won't help me get a loan. Just saying.
Well, you got to talk to the right people. That's not for Gaia to hear about.
Okay, fair enough.
I got
Also,
some
we're
hookups.
11 and we don't know how to get along.
It's serious.
I'm a
we have to look
teenager,
forward to our
all right?
future after our Planeteer days.
Now, to answer your question, actually, you guys actually did clean up the oil spill
Oh,
some time
God.
ago.
Oh, okay,
but
so
you
we
didn't.
did know
We
that.
just never knew who the smoking gun
Yeah,
was in this
we
situation.
didn't know that someone did this on purpose.
We lost a whole afternoon to that oil spill. That
Captain
scum.
Planet cried when he came out. He's like, why?
It was nuclear stuff. It sucked. A lot. There was a lot of
So,
fuckery.
Actually, I just blew it.
So, 7 hours ago, a sanitation vehicle was seen driving out of Ensei's hometown, and I can see a large portion of her house and property is doused in oil. No one seems to have seen it.
That's
since-
not normal.
You're not
The
allowed
rings.
to come.
No, guys, this makes sense. The rings don't work if it comes into contact with pollution, so
Oh,
they just
okay.
drive by, spray oil everywhere, and then they drive by oil.
Imagine seeing a fire truck, but instead it's just like hooked up to like Burger King fryers, just going around.
Just, I love the idea that just someone was very gangster about it. Drove past Planeteers, went, "Fuck you, kids!" And just squirted a bunch of kids under 14 with oil, and we're like, "Well, we're done for the afternoon, guys."
I guess it's time to shower.
Yeah, we'll be back.
No, we got the power of the fire ring.
Yeah. Hang on, Tom. Question.
Yes.
If my ring is covered in pollution, that's one thing.
Yeah.
But if I make earth protrusions, I can move like pollution with my earth protrusions, right?
It doesn't work on Earth that is polluted, but you can
Like, I
if
can
there's
take-
like a patch of Earth that's polluted, and you can still do
like
some
cup
stuff
it and
around
move
it, you know,
and
stuff.
separate, but I cannot
there's ways to
directly
work
affect
around
the
it.
polluted
Yeah.
material. Wow, wouldn't it be better if we actually had pollution control rings? We just locked
Yeah.
it down a little bit.
We
That was
just,
a
like-
different
we
thing.
just,
That
like,
was
balled it
actually a thing.
Yeah, I know.
That sounds like a villain power, but
Yeah.
I know.
I
We
mean,
should
but-
get both rings. That way we can actually be able to affect both sides.
Anyway, we should go forward.
Yeah, we should go
Yeah,
save our
sorry.
friend, yeah.
We'll continue.
Anyway, so no one seems to have seen her since. The truck drove to a shipping yard, and from then on, the pollution surrounding the area made it impossible for me to see what happened from there.
Oh my God,
I think it's fair to say he's had her kidnapped, and he's extremely aware of who all of you are and what you can do.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Commander.
Yes.
Hi.
No. Hang on. Yes. Yeah. What's up?
I have a hypothesis.
That he might have kidnapped her and taken her to a secret location. We should use the plane to get there.
That part's obvious. The
Okay.
hypothesis is
Yeah.
that we should go to that shipping yard, since that's the last place that she was seen.
Yes.
Hi.
Okay. I agree. I think that's a solid direction that we should take.
Agreed.
Let's
Okay,
get
well,
in our
this
let's
is-
get in our bitch and flying plane.
This is a shipping yard in Africa, and this was hours ago. She could be anywhere, just saying.
Well, we
Okay.
need to at least collect some evidence. 'Cause
Okay.
that was the last place we should
Well,
have seen.
We have to go bless the rains down in Africa.
I can tell you. What?
She said we have to go bless the rains down in Africa. That voice.
Good night, everyone.
I
Unless
can't
our
go forth
computer-
like this. My back hurts.
Unless our computer has a better idea. I think that's
or
what
or
we
Gaia.
Or
Where,
Gaia.
where does Gaia think we should start?
Yeah.
Well, okay, so Venom's headquarters is in Los Angeles,
Oh,
so
dear.
it's likely he's there. However, he recently had a factory built in the Bahamas, not far from here. It seems likely he set it up as a forward base so he can launch an attack on Hope Island. Or it could just be there to lure you into a trap. So he may also be there. It's quite possible Ensei is there as well.
If
So we have a 50-50 chance of guessing where she's actually going to be.
Yeah.
Is there any? Okay, she's a good member of the team. She would try to get a signal out. Oh, are there any monkeys having sex in any of those locations? Because the power of heart. That's not a bad thing, Tom.
Okay.
What the hell are you talking about, Commander?
She can use the ring to telepathically communicate with all of you.
Oh,
So
But she's probably covered in pollution.
yeah, so if she tried to get in touch with you, that would be the fastest way.
We should put a little dawn on her. It's very gentle.
Question: don't we just also have phones?
Yeah, unless someone took hers.
We haven't tried.
Could we just try the?
I'm going to
phone?
give her a call using my very, very expensive telephone. It's a very expensive tablet.
We got that part, yeah.
I'm E.
One day you'll be old enough to have one of these, May.
Ooh.
This is your destiny.
Okay.
This phone, this technology.
Oh.
That's what we've inherited as a species.
I see.
And it's what will carry us to a brighter future.
Please make the phone call.
You know, most of the stuff in there is like really toxic, right?
Can't hear you. I'm listening to the buzzer.
It's true. Most of the parts are
Yeah.
mined like completely out of the earth, and they're just destroying it.
I'm assuming I have a ringtone.
Yeah, there's no answer. It goes straight
Well.
to her voicemail.
Oh, Dish, it's her voicemail. I love this part.
Well, wouldn't we have like a locator app on her phone?
Hey, it's Valent.
Okay.
None
I
of
know
her
you're
phone's
not
off.
really there. We're trying to figure out where you are because you've been kidnapped. So let us know. My phone's always on. I got it in a waterproof case ever since the incident. So give us a call back. Okay. Also, yeah, give us a call back. Bye.
Take your
I've
time.
reached out using the power of technology,
Uh-huh.
and there was no answer.
We got that part.
You did say answering machine.
All
Very
right, so what does everyone decide?
It's-
So
Astute,
Bahamas
May.
or LA?
What if we kidnap? No, that's not a good thing to do. I was gonna say, what if we grab him, knock him out, and use him like a puppet to get through the security checks? Knock him out, not kill him. We're not monsters.
Yeah,
This
but
is the best plan 12-year-old Mike, being very serious, could come up with. Do not judge me as a child, Tom. Yes, Sam. Yes, May.
How
Yeah.
are we gonna carry him? He's taller than us.
Earth.
Wind.
Water. Oh, whoops.
I don't think any of those are gonna help.
We can go to a dollar store and buy string and
Okay.
pieces of wood. Well, okay. Oh, we can go to L.A., sneak in a cool way that not bad guys would do. See if we can find any kind of like access cards or something. This is the best plan I have at the age of 12, and maybe we can get into the the other facility afterwards, disguised as adults, but short.
wait. Better idea. I like where you're going with this, but
Yeah,
hear
yeah.
me out.
Yeah.
What if we're two adults and we just stand on top of each other?
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, we just
Well,
get really
we'll
long coats.
Coveralls.
Yeah.
My friends and Planeteers.
Don't you steal my gimmick. It's all I've got.
I got the light glint.
Shing.
Because he's an anime character.
The guy is like, why do I always recruit children?
It's a very good question, Gaia.
While that plan makes a lot of sense for May and May,
Which-
I'm a teenager. I'm practically an adult.
I can just add to your head. It's fine.
That would work too.
See? I'm
But
very
I've got to do
small.
the talking. I'm the most mature of us all. I've been world worn.
You could tell me the things to say, and I can say them.
She could say that she'll have a speech impediment. No one's going to actually...
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense. If I get her a Bluetooth earbud and use a small microphone to feed her lines.
Or you could
We
just
should go
tell
to
me
the
what you
plane.
want to say first.
We should go to
We
the
should
plan.
really go to the
Okay.
As we're going to the plane.
Which one
I
do
love
we
how
go?
none of us are, by the way, are color-coded to our elements in any way.
I wore my D20 last
that, was the best thing.
Everyone make a perception check.
Oh, boy.
How many
Oh, dear.
dice do I... Oh, it says here, doesn't it?
If you don't have perception as a skill, just use sense.
3D.
I don't have sense or perception.
You have
Sense
it.
is a stat.
Oh, it's up there. I was looking at skills.
Absolutely nothing, Tom.
What am I rolling?
You roll your dice pool,
Uh-huh.
and if you get two of the same
Two of
number,
the same
that
number.
counts as your result.
I
I got 2 6s.
That's your result.
You got
I
two
got
sixes?
no doubles.
No doubles.
Or just
Okay.
any multiple of the same number, period.
two
Or no
sixes.
multiples.
No
Okay,
anything.
Melo is the first person to notice a small drone heading towards you from the distance.
Fire!
I love how we're just walking outside. We just see this. Ah! May, was there something in the sky?
Yes,
Okay, what was it?
it's a drone.
Okay.
What kind of drone? How big? How
It's
big?
burning now.
I'll put it out.
What's up?
Water!
We got Dave for something. What's up, Dave?
Hey guys, we've been am I live?
Is it on?
We've been hosted by Lord Jesus Crust.
Well, thank you, Lord
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
And
for the host.
who's the other one? And Shadowchrome.
Yeah.
Jim,
Let's
how
have
can you
some
host?
Shadow
Hosting.
Crowd.
Why am I not hosting? Oh, I'll figure it out
Oh.
later.
You might
Do
be
it
bottom.
later, you know.
Well, we bicker
Okay,
at each
so,
other.
We come up with terrible plans.
Okay, so the drone has the lowest sense, so they declare first, and you can see that it's loading a small rocket to fire at you.
This actually
So, okay, everyone declare what you're doing and roll it.
if it's got a rocket, who goes first in the declaration?
Everyone, well, you guys all have the same sense score, so
Okay.
we can go whichever order we want.
I'd like to make an earth shield in case to protect side of the island
Okay.
that it's coming from, but giving us
Okay.
portholes so that we can shoot through. And
Okay.
see through.
It's a very small drone, so we're not talking something that's going to level the island.
I know, but it's
yeah.
I am a planeteer and I believe in protection.
Okay.
Excuse me. I'm sorry.
I'm basically making like May with the fire, except with water, because I really want my ring to be cool.
Okay, so what are you doing exactly?
Shooting a high pressure stream of water at the drone while screaming water.
Okay, so you control water basically, so you're siphoning it from the ocean.
Oh, I always thought it shot out of the ring.
No.
Yeah.
Only I'm the one who can do that.
Big, just a big, high pressure, thin stream. I'm trying to hit the thing with like a punch of water.
Okay, so
If it was a
you might-
Pokemon move, you'd be using water gun.
Yeah. And my gun is the ocean. And my gun is the ocean.
Yeah, you gotta say
How
that.
many
in
dice
character.
do you have in your water pool?
I have 7D plus 2 wiggly dice.
Okay, so
Silly.
Wiggly dice.
Wiggly dice. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
I have so many
okay, so
wiggly
let's say
dice.
if the water is like 150, 60 yards away, then you can move 200 pounds of water.
That sounds reasonable.
Okay.
Wiggle, wiggle,
So
wiggle.
you're shooting a jet of
Okay,
water. at-
specifically then, the battle cry is 200 pound of water gun impact cannon.
Yes.
I just wanted to blow it off its course.
You
Just
can do that.
whoosh.
You're all basically doing things that can potentially interfere with each other. But
Yeah, I
it's-
was gonna say I really love the fact that we see something at the first sign of danger, we just scream and throw something at it.
Okay, so everyone roll. Whoever has the highest width basically acts first.
Okay,
All right.
well, I have 2 wiggle dice, which I'm going to convert.
You can choose after.
Okay, well, because I did roll.
Okay.
as I did my action.
So I have.
So sorry, I'm going to put it up here. I got 3 2s. I'm going to convert my wiggles into additional 2s, so I have 5 2s because I want that barrier up
So you had 3 2s and you had 2 2s?
with the wiggles.
Okay.
Okay, so do the wiggle dice ever do I use them and they're gone, or are they perpetually there?
They're perpetually
Okay.
there every
Okay.
time.
What's
you
your
roll.
dice pool for fire and crit?
So I rolled
Okay,
two
so roll
fives.
3 dice.
So I'll use my 2 wiggles to make it 4 5s.
Okay.
All right. Did you get any?
2
Nice.
5s.
2 5s. Now you can take 1 additional wiggle dice and make that whatever
4
number you want. In
sevens.
this case,
One
you
was
probably wanna make
wiggle.
it a 5. So you'll have it a width of 3 with a height of 5.
Okay.
So 3 by 5.
Width of 3, height of 5.
Wiggle dice.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Width of 5, height of 2.
Okay, so because I gotta roll for the drone too. Not like it's really gonna matter.
Mike, did you know they're called wiggle dice?
I did the tutorial for this thing and I laughed my ass off.
They
throughout
go
the
next to the hard dice.
I'm aware of what they do.
No matches at all.
Ha, this drone sucks.
What are you doing over there?
It's gonna
Okay,
get wrecked.
so-
Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
So
Did you
the
watch
earth
my
wall
tutorial
goes up
and laugh your
first.
ass off the whole time? Okay.
Okay, Aram's has the highest width, so his wall goes up
Yeah,
first
dude.
before anything happens.
But it's got portals, so it doesn't obscure anyone's vision.
So the big water jet plows right into the thing at the same time as the wind pushes it, kind of like almost like sandwiches it together, and that's when the fire hits it.
It's gotta explode. It's gotta
So-
be cool.
Yeah, Planeteers, motherfucker.
I don't know what you would expect from children. I'm gonna be
One
real.
drone with one little rocket coming out, like, I'm gonna make my mark. And then these homicidal kids just like.
So it just
Sorry,
basically
Dave.
explodes into a shower of debris.
You know, in retrospect, we might have wanted to have gotten that and maybe used its components to. Never mind. Let's just get in the plane. We know where it probably came from.
Very
Oh,
wise,
and,
Captain,
there's-
but also Planeteers rock.
Oh, there's 2 more coming behind the first one.
Well, they gotta have this barrier up.
Okay, so there's 2 more.
So they're also gonna try to fire rockets at you. You can
Oh, good.
declare again.
Fire!
I'm gonna go for a water thing where the water is like a big sort of like hand. Just grab one of the drones.
Well,
It's like
Okay.
Eh. 'Cause
I
also
don't
I'm
know
like,
if you have that much control over it, but
just
I
like-
mean,
like
you could
bubbling
basically-
over
yeah.
the thing. Like,
And I mean, you just create a huge
hang on,
puddle with the
wait,
last one,
I
so
got
I
a
don't think
thing.
you need to siphon
Yes.
anymore from the
What
ocean.
if
You
you
can just
Yeah.
make a tornado?
you just like
and then we can put the
clamps
fire in the
around one of the
tornado.
drones.
Fire
I like that
tornado!
plan.
They're
I
doing
like
a
that
team up
plan.
attack already, Tom.
We're
We're
doing
doing a team up attack.
Okay.
She's making a tornado, and we're gonna put the fire in the tornado.
Yeah. That is 3 2s.
So what do we do with multiples?
The more you have the number, the width of it increases the width, which is how fast it happens.
Okay, so I've got 2 5s, 2 3s. I'll make my wiggles 2 9s.
Okay.
no,
so which ones are you aiming at? Because there's 2 of them.
I'm going for the right one.
Okay.
We'll go for the left.
Yeah, we'll go get the left
Okay.
one. And you will hold your wall.
Well, it's pretty much a wall. It doesn't do much, but I will.
It'll
I'm gonna
keep
go
us
get the
safe.
plane.
So if I get
Okay. So you're just gonna get on the plane.
I'm gonna
rev
get the
it up?
plane. I'm gonna turn on the sensor, see if I can track if there's more coming in.
so
Okay,
it's wiggle, so then I can make the one to 10, right?
No, you actually add an additional dice because that's your 3.
Oh.
You take this one additional dice and you can say it's also a
10.
10. Yes.
Yeah.
Right, I'll
Oh,
make
you
it a
got
10.
3 10s?
No, I have 1 10,
Oh,
and then
okay.
I'm gonna make an extra 10, so it'd
Okay.
be 2 10s.
Okay.
This thing's gonna die.
It's a fire tornado.
Okay. What did you roll, Nicole?
I got 2 2s and I haven't used a wiggle dice yet, but I have like a 10, a 30, and a 5. So I don't know what would be best for that.
It depends on how hard you want to hit it.
Hard.
Then you go for the highest number.
Okay, so then I want
Because as long as you have 2 that match, then it will connect. It's just how fast you want it to do.
Okay.
So let's say you had like 2 10s,
Mhm.
Yeah.
but you had like 5 3s. That 5 3s is gonna hit way sooner.
Okay, so should I give myself an additional 10 then and keep my 2 2s?
That's the GM to decide.
Yeah, you can only use 1 match. So.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm
Oh,
gonna give
okay.
myself an additional 2.
Okay.
So then I'll have 2
So
2s.
it's
or
3
3
2s?
2s, yeah.
Yeah. So when
So
you
I have 2 3s and 2 5s. So I then use the wiggle ones to be like 2 more 5s.
yeah.
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 Okay.
So
Microphone
4
up.
5s.
Oh yeah, that was rules. I know all the rules. That's why the mic was down because I wasn't saying anything.
As Dave slowly has an aneurysm.
I saw him die inside when we screamed.
Sorry, Dave.
Sorry, Dave.
We love you. Your ears just start slowly bleeding.
Another one drop goes down his nose. You can't see him on camera, but he literally looks really shell-shocked right now.
Okay. He's got the sounds of homicidal kids screaming elemental words in his ears. It's
Wind!
It's a different time from the 90s where kids were responsible. Bullshit. But we're kids that grew up on
yeah,
Invaders Zim.
video games.
Yeah, video games.
Okay. And the power of anime.
We all know how to do a
I've got the
Kamehameha.
power of God and anime on my side.
It's literally one of my passions, actually.
Okay, so let's see who's first. Okay, so the wind tornado demolishes the one on the right.
Nice.
Your water hand basically pulls the thing out of the sky. It isn't really damaged, but you like yanked it out, and it's just kind of hit the ground and like spinning around. So
Get it! Dissect it! Open it!
The rockets.
Take its rockets!
At that point, I would probably be screaming, "Captain, it's up to you. It's on the Earth now.
He's
Your
in the
element."
airplane.
And then I notice he's not there. I'm like, wait a second.
I kind of want to just drive along and be like, get in, losers.
Like really slowly.
Get in,
We're
losers.
going
We're
to save someone.
gonna go save the planet.
Get it.
Where's that
Environmentalism.
unpredictable young one gone?
She's right there.
I'm not unpredictable.
Oh, bullpucky.
I'm not unpredictable. I am very predictable with my fire. I have fire a lot. It's just
Bang, bang, bang. We're like, oh,
Why did you
God.
give this a
okay,
hero?
before it crashes, it actually manages to fire one rocket off.
Oh, no!
And it actually hits right underneath Aram as he is heading to the plane.
I literally put a shield up to prevent this sort of thing.
Yeah, and then you left the safety of the shield to get to the geocruiser.
Yeah. Oh, is that what the dumb thing's called?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like the term
So
cruiser.
you take 4 shock damage to your left leg, and 1 shock and 1 killing to your right leg.
Aram, no!
Captain!
No!
All right. Let me mark that down.
Is it Aram or Aram?
Aram.
Shooting water out of all help.
So wait, 4 shock to my left.
And 1 shock and 1 killing to your right.
Okay. 1 shock, 1 killing. All right. Sorry.
Oh, Lordy, you almost lost your leg.
I really didn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a very small rocket, but
Why do I have 2
I
pencils?
mean,
Where's pencils?
if it
Here you go.
a direct
I just-
hit by a rocket is still a direct hit by a rocket.
I'm a good pencil.
Here you go.
I'm a good pencil.
Great, we just passed around pencils.
Okay.
We're being supportive.
So the one drone is still kind of sputtering around on the ground.
I would like to go and open it. If I can.
It's still moving. You
I-
can you
I
can
d-
try to.
I mean, can we shut it off safely?
What if I
believe
just
we
keep
can.
flooding it with
Hang on, I
water?
got it. And it's just like I can melt the fans. This
What?
will have. I'll melt
propeller,
the
she's
fans, the
melting the
propeller, so
propellers.
that way nothing will make it work.
I'm more scared
There's
of the
nothing
power
wrong with
units,
this.
like electrifying one of us, because unfortunately none of us have electricity.
Water, though.
Well,
That's
that's
gonna
very
conduct
conductive.
things.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll just flood the thing with water.
Okay.
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 Yeah.
Okay. So you do that and it shorts out and dies.
But I could burn it.
That's all wet
Okay.
now.
Does it have any form of like? Is there a way
We
for
have
us
to
to
burn
check to
other
see if it has
things.
any form of like where it would be receiving a signal from? Like maybe we could plug it into a ship somewhere. Our ship.
Not really.
Okay.
Like that would probably require some sort of technology know-how that you don't necessarily have.
I've got a toolkit.
I'm sure you can
I bet you your
do all
toolkit has
kinds
like
of computer
bubble
hacking
gum and
stuff, but I
wa-
don't know if you can trace a wireless signal from a drone.
I'm not saying that it'll actually be successful, because I think as far as he'd get would be opening it up and then declaring that it's filled with water.
Yeah. Yes.
I have a thought.
Mhm.
I'm in the geocruiser now, correct?
Well,
like
you
you-
Closer to the
if you
mic,
want
Tom.
to limp your way up there, then yes.
I am a man of pride.
Tom,
Mhm.
microphone.
Yes.
Because if I go into the geocruiser, I'm going to ignore the pain and just be like, I'm a good planeteer. I'm a good planeteer. And I open the door of the geocruiser and I'm going to use the radar in the geocruiser to
Mhm.
track where they came from in a direction.
Okay. Well, first of all, you said you wanted to see if there were any others. There are not. Those
Okay.
are the only ones.
Okay.
And you can't exactly figure out where they came from, but you can get like a general direction.
Mhm.
And so it is coming from the northeast, which is where the Bahamas is from where you are.
to the Bahamas.
Bermuda,
Well,
Bahama, Come on, baby mama.
I'm gonna pilot the GeoCruiser over to the team. Is there a first aid kit in the GeoCruiser?
Actually, Gaia just boom heals you,
Thank you, Gaia.
so you can just mark off all your damage.
Oh, there we go.
That
That's
wasn't gone forever.
But once you leave Hope Island, she's not really able to do that for you anymore.
Wait,
Got
if I use the power of Earth and give Hope Island legs.
That's not gonna help.
Can you give him big, long, like, sexy legs?
Yeah,
That's not how islands work, though.
And have
It
it
stops
walk.
being an island.
I want seashell
At that
stilettos.
point, it's a peninsula. But and just have it walk. Yeah, stilettos if we need to, and we walk Hope Island.
Where's it,
And
like
we
a
teach-
skirt?
Yeah, and we teach the other people, the world to fear us.
We have a landmass with legs. It's
Yeah.
almost a kaiju. Let's go.
Tom's like short-circuiting a little bit.
I did not get any sleep last night.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Hey, so did we, and that's why we're nuts.
So have you pulled the ship around?
Yeah, I have.
Okay.
All right. Valen bursts in. Captain!
Yeah, what's up?
Are you okay?
I was hit with a rocket. It was very,
Grabs you. Like, are you?
it was very distressing. Yes.
Well, don't worry. I just push the wrecked drone in your hands.
Do
I
you-
got the one that got you.
It's like wet and dripping.
It's yours now. When you become as wise as me, you'll know what to do with this.
Captain, may I fly, please?
Who's the best pilot actually among us?
Oh,
Me.
May.
Oh, okay.
Yeah?
No,
Excuse me?
no.
I
no,
could be.
No, no,
Well,
no.
Go
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
So, I will captain us to the. Man, now my brain's going Bermuda.
To Los Angeles, California.
To the frigging island that attacked us.
It'd be
Wait, hang
the
on. All right,
Bahamas.
show of hands for the group. Who wants to go to L.A.?
Oh, I thought we were going to L.A.
That was the original plan, but then they made war with us.
Yeah, I agree. To the Bahamas, where they'll know our names. The Planeteers.
You're very Naruto.
Adjusting the glasses was the perfect punctuation to that.
This will be our time of justice and vengeance. And by the way, he's got like a keyboard like on his back like a sword.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say like a guitar. I was like,
On a straight up computer
Kind of.
keyboard. Just touches the handle like,
I am the least interesting member of this entire.
my weapon is ready to draw blood.
Plus, we can get some po' boys.
what?
Po' boys.
It's a type of sandwich.
It's a sandwich.
Oh, okay.
It's got shrimp in it and mayonnaise and egg and it's
It's very
I
really
thought
good.
you meant like a man in a speedo that would clean my
No.
pool.
That's a pool boy. Pool with an L. Ooh, pool. Po' boy. That's what I want.
Excellent.
A sandwich.
A s-
On my little tablet. I'm sorry, did you want me to look for pool boys or po' boys?
Onward
I'm
to
sorry.
save. Onward to save our associate
Yeah, it's
from
true.
certain peril.
I don't even remember her name. This is upsetting.
Shh, it's okay. The police
So,
can-
you're going to the Bahamas, I take it?
Yeah.
yeah, I'm piloting us
To the Bahamas for our revenge.
Against the drones?
Do I need to roll for the GeoCruiser?
No.
Okay.
I mean, unless something like...
Really weird.
Yeah, something happens
Something
to
really
make it
Unless there's
difficult.
attack right now, roll. No.
Like, if there's, like, turbulence and now I gotta pilot, you know,
Okay.
like, you know how to fly the plane, so it's
Cool.
pretty straightforward.
We're flying over the
Okay,
ocean, so
so-
I'll be able to protect us against anything with all that water at my disposal.
Yes.
And if we need land, I can bring up Earth.
That
That
would
is true.
might
Okay.
cause a shift and a
No, no.
tsunami.
No, you see, what we do is I take the island. If there's rocky terrain, I level it out
Oh.
and give you a runway
I
to land
thought
on.
you meant you were just gonna lift Earth from the ocean. I was like that.
I
you-
was, but you got very upset when I said that, and I got concerned that I was making the wrong decision.
I'm very sorry.
Okay, so following Gaia's directions, you arrive at the factory. It's relatively small for a factory and right next to the ocean. It looks very much out of place compared to the other bright pastel-colored buildings that are around. It's this big drab gray thing. There's barbed wire fences and giant smokestacks. And there isn't any kind of logo or branding, which is kind of weird. There doesn't seem to be a main entrance. There's just a security office for employees next to the parking lot.
There's just a man.
I'm trying to Google something about this building, but there's no logo or branding on it. It's
Well, we have two
Weird.
options. We could either go in through the roof, or go up through the front door and say that we're children.
Oh, can we pretend we're on a field trip?
Excellent idea, May. I'll be the teacher, being the oldest of us.
I've got nothing.
Who's got the best? Hang on. Who has the best social? out of all of it? Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
No. 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 No.
Where's social at?
Well, just a skill that lists as social.
I've got
Charm
scrutiny.
and command are the stats.
Okay, I have a command of 4. What's your?
I have charm and command of 4.
Okay, what about you?
I might. Oh,
Charm and command. What are yours?
yeah, they're both 2.
Chris, what's yours?
My charm is 2. My command is 1.
Dare ever say anything in my direction again? I have a command of 4, so we're going. Oh,
Wait, so we're doing my plan?
we're going to the front door and saying we're a field trip. Yeah.
Oh my God, really?
Excellent plan, Captain.
Thank you. Onwards.
Okay.
The
Okay,
Captain America
so-
shit. So I go up to the we land. We land in the parking lot
Yep.
because we're good kids.
Excellent
sure not
parking
to
job,
crush
May.
We
any-
do not land in the
Thank you.
don't land in the handicap parking.
No, of course not.
'Cause we're
Never.
Planeteers.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's where we got to
Yeah.
come out and we do the bit that goes at the end of the episode, where it's like when we're landing, we're like,
Yeah, the
"Hi,
PSA,
kids."
don't land
Don't-
your
May's like,
jet
it would be a
in-
lot easier if I could land there. Like, no, May, that's a handicap parking spot. That's not for us to use.
We are able-bodied people, and I will not be using it.
And remember, kids, if you see someone parking in a handicap parking spot, leave them alone because they're probably adults and can hit you with their car. But notify a police officer.
Or someone you love.
Don't smoke, kids.
So
All right, so
So me and Melo are gonna go up. We're
one
off.
by one, we're gonna
Okay.
like in a line.
Yes.
Okay, we'll be extra childlike.
all right, so you go up to like the security desk. The security guard isn't there right away, but he just comes around the corner, sees you standing there, kind of does like a
Hello,
squinty
sir.
eye.
Hello, sir. We are from the West Presbyterian Catholic Secondary School for Upright Youths. Hello.
We are here for a field trip.
I'm a child.
Okay, you're gonna have to roll a good lie.
I'm gonna roll leadership
Okay,
against this man.
all right.
There's no other way I'm gonna do this.
Okay, I have.
Actually, do you have a lying skill?
I do.
Yes.
Okay, you lie,
Okay.
and I'm gonna roll scrutiny to assess this man and
So,
judge him as a
Am I
child.
rolling the one that's not in brackets or the one that is in
And
brackets?
is in
The
brackets.
brackets includes your stat that goes with it.
All right, cool.
So
That's 60, 10. Aha!
5522.
8 and 4. All right, so I got 2 5s.
I got 2
Alright.
3s to analyze this man.
you got 2 5s.
2 5s.
Okay.
Can I use my while they're doing that and they're talking? Can I use my perception skill to see if there's any other way that I could figure out how to like stealth my way in?
Sure.
Is there any way I could use mind in this situation? I just can't think of one.
Well, that's you thinking your
Alright,
way out of a
well-
problem.
Yeah, we're not in a problem yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Just think if you'd used mind during the drone experiments, you might have thought of a way to shut off the drone without dousing it in water.
That's how I shut it off.
210.
2 10s.
Yeah, with a wiggle.
Okay. Yeah, they despite how secure the building looks from the outside, there's basically just a door you could walk through if no one's looking.
Okay.
But so the guard says this seems really strange to him. You can tell from his face, but he says I didn't hear anything.
What did my scrutiny roll get?
You rolled scrutiny?
Two. Yeah, I got 2 3s.
Sorry, what were you rolling for?
Scrutiny to assess him to see what he might be afraid of, what I could use against him. Give me a second. Use against him with a follow-up leadership roll.
He's from what you can tell, he seems a little bit concerned for your safety about having kids in a factory, and it's a very big potential liability bringing kids into a factory and so on. So
Oh
Yeah,
boy.
I got it.
I know I have.
So-
it.
I got it.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, because I had a good one.
No. because then this is what's gonna happen, right? So he's just like, what's he saying?
All right, so he's like, all right, I'll tell you what. I didn't hear anything about this. Is it just the 4 of you?
Yeah,
For now.
mister, please.
Uh,
We were really looking forward to going into this factory, and it's the only time that we're gonna be able to actually go out and do stuff like this. Like we don't get a lot of field trip time.
I'm gonna use my persuasion.
Okay.
8d6, 8d10,
8d10?
8d10. Two
2 sevens.
2 sevens.
This lying pyromaniac that much
It's 2 sevens.
2 sevens and 2 sixes.
Yeah,
Tom?
2 sevens, 2
Yes.
sixes.
Why did you give this lying pyromaniac such power?
Because I'm a small child and I can do
That's
the
what
baby
she asked.
eyes.
That's what she
I
said she
did
wanted
ask
to
that.
play. So
So 2 sevens and 2 sixes, but 2 sevens.
he's like, all right, wait here. And he goes behind, and he comes back and brings some like reflective vests and hard hats, eyeglasses and earplugs. And he says, "Here, follow me. I'll show you around."
Thank you,
Thank
mister.
you.
Thank you, sir.
Valent is struggling to maintain his edgy look with all of this stuff
This
on.
is the one time I'm gonna get to roll a persuasion roll. It's gonna happen.
Okay,
So
so
the GM that doesn't know better.
It's like you're like.
I'm
you
never
know
going to let
better.
you ever roll a bluff roll in the history of D20 Live because I do not need to lose a roll that badly.
well, he did not get any success on any of his rolls. So
Oh
they
my
never
god.
they never do against her. They never do against her.
yeah.
I'm too
All right,
good.
so there are a lot of workers. They're all wearing the same vests and hard hats, and they're all kind of keeping to themselves and walking silently. Although carrying on a conversation over the loud noise of the factory wouldn't be easy. And there's a horrible smell, sort of like melted plastic.
That smells like melted plastic.
What?
It's horrible.
What?
The floor has different colored arrows painted on them around the thing, and
Like IKEA?
yeah, as far as you can figure, the
Like
red
IKEA.
ones lead to the exits, but there's also blue, yellow, and black ones.
Yeah, see, it's like IKEA.
Oh,
Excuse
everyone do a scrutiny check. If you don't have scrutiny, it's just sense, or you can use mind if it's higher.
I'm going to use mind. I'm a 5D mind.
I have wicked good scrutiny.
Two twos.
2 twos?
Two twos.
I got 2 sevens.
3 8s.
Nice.
3 threes?
Okay.
I have assessed the situation, and I've made my glasses crooked. Damn it. Works so much better for you. I got to give up this gimmick.
Once you're older, it'll be easier.
I hate you so much.
Okay, so Bahamas is pretty close to Hope Island. You've all visited there a few times.
Few times. We're kids with a plane. We go where we want.
Yeah. You notice all of the workers in this factory are white. Bahamas is like 90% black.
We're Planeteers. We don't see skin color.
So this either suggests there's like blatant racial discrimination in their hiring practices, or
I hope not.
all the workers are American and just brought in from LA.
Which is what I'm assuming.
Yeah, we would assume that.
Okay.
Can you imagine that crazy, like, discrimination, though? Like, how hard that would be?
In the Bahamas? A lot. I mean, someone had to go. I mean, those people from Fire Festival that didn't make it home had to do something, but still.
Nice.
Was that good? Was that good? It's a
That's a good
little
one.
dated. It's a little dated.
No, it's still good, though. It's good to make fun of that train wreck.
Okay, so he kind of gives you a quick tour, although you can kind of tell there's certain areas that he's not specifically showing you, but
Are they the pollution areas?
Is he how hard is he paying attention to us?
he's paying fairly close
Okay.
attention. I mean, he
Va-
put himself
Valen's-
out there a little bit to watch over 4 kids, so he doesn't want to get in.
Valen's
like,
gonna try to get
trouble.
his attention. Hey,
Yeah.
hey, sir. There, these arrows on the floor. There's an awful lot of different colors of them, like at IKEA. What do those all mean? I'm curious because I'm young.
It's like, oh well, the blue one is for like the emergency station for anyone who needs aid. Yellow is to the cafeteria. Black is to the boss's. The black arrows are to the boss's office.
Can we Can we meet the boss?
Yeah.
Is he cool?
We want to be inspired by a businessman
It's true.
to
We
do
want
the
to.
businesses.
We want to do well in our futures.
Capitalism.
Okay, roll a persuasion here.
You want me to roll it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we roll to support her?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
It's 2 4s
There's 2 9s.
and 2 9s.
2 9s.
Okay, so he's kind of like, let me see what I can do. But before he even
Can you
like
say
finishes
no
the sentence,
To this face?
what's that?
Can you say no to this face?
Please, mister. It might be. I don't have a real dad, and I really would like to see someone of a father figure.
My dad's dead too.
I'm an orphan.
I don't know. Am I an orphan? I can't remember what my backstory was.
I didn't even. I was like, cool. This is gonna.
I don't
be
know where my
cute.
parents are. They're not dead. I just don't know where they are right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with hard same.
Okay. Well, as he is in the process of very clearly caving into your demands, someone with like a suit comes by and just like comes over, taps him on the shoulder, says something, and then and he nods, and he just he leads you over to a door and just opens it and lets you in.
Does he say anything, or is he just like,
What's inside?
Okay.
here we go?
Before we go in, I take a
By the
look.
way, you are following the black arrows, by the way. So
Okay,
he
cool.
is taking you to.
When he says the boss's class.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah,
why
but
did...
as,
Are there
So-
any like water bottles lying around?
Not
Is there
that
any-
you see right now.
is there any earth running around?
Water bottles.
Is there any wind like howling through?
Bottled water.
There's air all around you. So behind the door, you find a very large soundproofed room.
I don't like that.
There's a gigantic armored bulldozer that looks like a tank next to a large sliding door,
Okay.
like a garage door. And the room is separated down the middle by a sheet of plexiglass that goes from floor to ceiling.
I know a boss room when I
And-
see one. I'm backing the hell out.
And Vile Venom is sitting on a leather chair on the other side of the glass.
In a giant
almost
room?
like he's been almost like he's been weighing you. And there's running water alongside of the floor that looks like it runs into a pipe that probably goes directly into the ocean. Yes.
It's the killdozer.
I would
Just call it the Killdozer, dude.
But okay, it's the Killdozer.
It's the, oh my god.
Commander, I think this room is soundproofed, and that looks like a.
We all get
bulldozer.
that, dude. Just let
But,
it go.
So are you entering, or are you running for your lives, or what are you doing?
We're backing out.
What? Like, I don't. We gotta stand up for what's right.
Yeah, but we
gotta-
don't have to stand up into a trap. Also, Tommy, gotta go move further.
Okay, but hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. I don't like conflict. That's why I put you forward for conflict.
I can go.
See?
I think I hear running water in there.
It's true. We will
That
have
means
stuff
I
to
can
do.
end them.
You really can't if it's polluted and running into the ocean.
Can we tell how polluted, like, maybe the air around here is, or like it's a
I
factory,
mean-
so I assume relatively like heavily.
I mean, no more than the average person can tell something's polluted. You can't tell what's in the air or.
Okay,
in the-
so like anyone's
I
working
mean-
there isn't wearing like a mask or anything.
No, they're not
Okay,
wearing a mask.
Cool. Just
I mean, you could just try your powers on random things to see if it works.
Yeah, that's
but,
what we're gonna
I
do.
mean-
While we're maintaining our elaborate Oscar, let's just walk
Yeah.
in.
yeah, let's walk in.
Okay,
Howdy, feller.
Otherwise, it's us and just this
So-
poor, like, friendly guy standing there going like,
so as the door closes behind you, all the noise of the factory goes away.
And we're gonna
So,
sit perfect.
you can probably even take
Yeah, we
your
take our
earplugs
earplugs
out now.
No, let's leave him in and be an asshole to an adult.
What did you say? We were told to keep our earplugs in at all times.
yeah, I
no one
can't
goes
hear
in with you. It's just to you and the boss.
That's fine.
So,
I'm not.
Hi, Vile Venom.
so as you get closer, as you get closer, you can see that as he's sitting there, he's idly picking up 6 packs of beer, tearing off the plastic rings, and tossing them into the water, and just putting them down, and then moving on to the next 6-pack.
He's making that water unusable for my powers.
He has
That's such a-
cases and cases of things, like he's just been making a day of it.
I really like the idea that he doesn't drink either.
He just buys the beer. That's such a waste of beer.
Vile Venom.
Ah,
We
You
are
can
here
use
to
that for
stop
cooking.
you.
Well,
Planeteers. He says it so neutrally. Like,
What?
Not a trace of emotion
hello?
in his face.
Sorry,
What?
we have our earplugs in. We can't hear you.
We were
What?
supposed to put in earplugs, and no one told us to remove them.
So he kind of just like shrugs. He's prepared to just keep this up until you take the earplugs out so he can talk.
So how many minutes passed by?
You underestimate the stubborn quality of children, sir. Especially for assholes
You're
like us.
watching him like actively destroying the ocean.
We'll fix it.
If
Could
you
you-
want to just sit there
Could you
and
please
wait.
not? Could you please not, sir? Could you please not, sir?
Oh, we're gonna kick this guy's ass.
Valent just tears out his earplugs and hurls them, ignoring the plexiglass.
It's just like plunk off and
Yeah.
slowly inflate.
I like scoot over really fast, like pick them up, shove them in my pocket. Like we can't litter.
We need to reuse those. You know,
I pop them into my pocket.
Pop mine.
Vile Venom, why have you done the things you've done? And also, well, we know why. And it's
where's our
stupid.
where's our fifth planeteer?
He says, I appreciate what you're trying to do here, but
I don't think you do.
you need to realize you've all been lied to.
Bye.
You've all been indoctrinated. Gaia abducted you, children, and told you you're saving the planet. She doesn't care about you. She only wants to save herself.
She's like my mom.
I'm a
Who I don't
teenager.
have.
I'm sure she told you have to respect nature and live in harmony. Let me tell you, there is no harmony under Gaia.
Well, dude, would
Nature
you...
is cruel. Rats eat their own children. Dolphins torture and kill other animals for fun.
Yeah.
There are species of bugs that exist only to burrow through the eyes of other animals and slowly kill them from the inside out.
What's wrong with bugs?
Oh, dude, you did something bad. Like, this is gonna, you ain't gonna get out of here alive, like, at all.
It's like, when we humans lived in the wilderness, what was our life expectancy? 40 years? 30 years? It was only when we developed technology that our lives improved. We built shelter. We built weapons to protect ourselves from wild animals. We developed medicine to fight out disease, which, by the way, disease is yet another product of nature.
Yeah.
What, are we going to live harmoniously with nature by going back to living in the cold and wet, dying young, hungry, and sick?
Correct.
We don't need to go back to the natural. I say embrace the artificial. Maybe instead of trying to stop climate change, we should focus on developing the technology that will help us survive climate change.
Stopping climate change is the technology to survive climate change.
It's true.
It
You're,
really
you're,
is.
you're asking for an ecosystem to create an artificial ecosystem when you have a perfectly regulated biological ecosystem. That makes no sense. Your entire thesis is malign because your family decided to vacation near a volcano.
Also, really, there's a lot of good food outside. Why don't you just go eat?
If you lower your means of production, there is value in using technological improvement to improve humanity's status within the environment, but that's by making us independent and making us independent of the ecosystem and living successfully within it, such that our imprint does not last beyond our lifespan. Your entire thesis is maligned on the fact that you think what happens when you can no longer sustain the ecosystem that actually created your life. I understand you've suffered, sir, but this is ridiculous. Your entire methodology is stupid.
This is the most eloquent speech by a 12-year-old.
I've done nothing this whole game.
And if
I
you
don't-
don't believe the words of my young friend, there's also 4 of us and 1 of you.
And we have rings.
He pulls out his cell phone and taps the screen. Big TV screens turn on, and you can say, sitting inside a tiny, dirty room with no furniture, there's like a gross-looking, light, semi-clear liquid that comes up to her ankles, and since she's sitting on the floor, she's just coated in it.
Valent just
Ew.
immediately hands on the
Oh, no, we're
plexiglass.
fine.
And save!
It's like, I was hoping not to have to use this like this, but you should know there's a faucet above her head, and there are spouts above all of your heads. And let me tell you all about this amazing substance I've developed that fill up all these pipes. See, oil spills are great for causing damage to the environment, but here's the problem. Oil is expensive. So I got some chemical engineers together, and we came up with this amazing solution. It's basically a watered-down, melted plastic compound. It seeps into all kinds of organic material. It's incredibly hard to clean off, and best of all, it's dirt cheap.
So you made garbage liquid.
We even managed to work in some salt into the mixture so that it damages soil. It's going to work wonders for deforestation. And since all of your rings don't work when they come into direct contact with pollution, it would actually be in my best interest to just blast all of you with it right now.
You see, because you've escalated violence to such a point, rather than engaging with us in a meaningful thesis fashion, you've already disproven your argument on several
I'm gonna
levels.
burn the faucets.
And also on any moral righteousness you have, because you've resorted to kidnapping and attacks before engaging us in a thoughtful 5-part thesis with a structured debate.
I'm
That
already
will be-
firing.
I know. I'm buying you time. You
Okay,
little
so you're attacking
pyromaniac.
the pipes?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to see if
Tom?
any kind of water nearby is remotely responding to my ring.
I take that Planeteer ascot that everyone always has, and I wrap it around my ring.
3 10s.
Okay. Oh, that's really good. Okay,
nuts.
so
This is the one wiggle dice, so I'm gonna make that a 10.
I think she just screamed fire. I think that was her letting us know.
okay, so I'm gonna say that you basically welded all of the pipes shut.
Yeah.
So now they're completely inoperable. Okay. And
So Tom,
you've been trying the ring. The water is not responding because it's been polluted beyond just like the plastic rings. There's something in the water
What about
that's
the water in his body?
Okay, now
You're
we're
not-
bloodbending, and that's not cool.
you're not that powerful. You can't control the water inside someone's body.
Tom,
Yes.
are we on the ground floor?
You are, but you have to have direct line of sight to actual like natural earth to use it.
Can you burn me a hole?
I already burned the thing.
Wait, it's concrete, right? Concrete's not pollution.
No, but your
Thanks,
power
Zach.
only works on like natural ground.
Yeah.
I got a question.
Yes.
Is there any technology in the room that I could hacker jack into that looks like something I could use my hacker skills?
I don't like that you said
Maybe
hacker
the
jack.
bulldozer? I don't know.
Is something I can stick my USB plug into and start typing on my keyboard?
No USB in the room.
I've welded the pipes shut, guys.
Okay, so we're
Hang
safe
on.
from your water.
There's a door behind us, right?
Yes.
Is it locked?
No.
Oh.
Are you forgetting he still has your friend hostage?
I know, but we can't get out of this room.
Okay,
We
wait.
kind of just walk back and go.
Sir, you do know there's a great charge for kidnapping and murdering children, right?
You know we're Planeteers and we don't have a log.
He hits a button on his phone and liquid starts pouring down onto Ensei and her.
All right, we
whatever
just gotta
room
find
she's
her in the room,
That is absolutely disgusting.
guys. We just gotta gun it now. Let's just.
And we're gonna look. We're gonna go look for her.
Yeah. All right.
But I'm coming back for you,
Hang on,
sir.
hang on. Scrutiny to
Yes.
see what kind of because her pipes have to be connected to the exact same pipes we have to be, correct? 'Cause
Okay.
all these have to be connected to a siphon and a pump to pump this fluid, right?
Okay.
It has to be, right?
Yeah.
This entire system has to be connected. There's no way it goes through the entire building, so she has to be close to us. Scrutiny to look at the pipes above us, judge the angle that they bend when they go into the ceiling to figure out where she is when we leave the room.
Okay.
Holy
the-
crap, that was really clever, actually. I'm suspicious.
Well, it's a factory. I assume it doesn't have a real ceiling.
Yeah, it's got to be like all prefabricated and shit, right?
Pipular.
I would have definitely have burned all the plastic stuff on the top right there.
It's all just plugged up, like
Yep.
all gross, like.
Okay, so you can see the pipes are coming from the
uh,
far wall, the
width
one
of-
from the opposite from when you came in.
Width of 3, height of 6.
Okay. That's a really good scrutiny roll.
That's
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You figure the pipes are coming from that direction, and the ceiling is somewhat collapsible, so you could even like climb up and follow the pipes if you want.
All right, let's do that. Let's give each other a boost. Let's do that. Let's give each other a boosty.
Can I just blow them all up? And wind.
Oh, like literally blow them
Yeah,
up.
just literally like so that we don't have to try like boost. And he's like, "Where do you think you're going?" I just really quickly like boost him out.
Yeah.
Do want me to roll for
You have
it?
really good control over wind, so.
Yeah. Okay. So, do you want me to roll? Or is it
Yeah,
just-
you can
okay.
roll.
It's 2 5s, so then you can wiggle.
Yeah. So 3 5s. 3 5s.
Okay, so. All right, so I guess you're creating like a whirlwind that's like
Yeah, that just
lifting
lift-
the four of you
yeah.
all up. Okay, so you can definitely see which, like, once you go through the collapsible ceiling, you can see the pipes going into the next room, but you can't get into the next room from there. You're gonna have to go around somehow.
When we're lifting up, Valent's gotta like look the dude in the eye and just be like, "These are the winds of justice." And he can't hear me because there's just wind everywhere.
Yeah, he really can't.
Sorry, Dave.
Okay, so what now?
But it sounded like real wind, didn't it?
So hear me out.
Got
I have
flipped off by
I have a really good idea, everyone. Let's leave.
We're gonna fight.
Are we going through the air ducts or are we going through the
Are
door?
we close enough to the air ducts that we can go through those? I
No.
don't think that would be a good way to
All right,
map.
but we know we know which direction the pipes are going in, right?
Yeah.
All right, so let's head out of the room
Okay.
and we will follow the pipes.
I gently put us on the ground.
Pipe,
Okay.
pipe, 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 pipe.
Okay, so you head out the room. As
Bye.
you're trying
all
to
flip them
wander
off 'cause
around,
we're
you
rude
do see
kids.
that there are some offices with computers. So
I'm seeing some offices with computers in
You
them.
might want to, yes, you might want to use
Yeah,
your
go
hacking
plug
ability.
I'm going to
yourself
use
in.
some of my techno eco-terrorist power to go and
Eco-terrorists?
yeah, on the internet I'm a known eco-terrorist. I hacked a page once. So I'm going to go in
Was
there.
it a GeoCities
it-
page?
Was it Wikipedia where you can make a free account
He-
and change
he
anything?
put a GIF on a website.
Ooh.
It was a corporation felled by my digital blade.
Was
Anyway,
the corporation the Space Jam movie website?
I
I'm
don't
so
know
happy
what
you know
Space
about that.
Jam is.
It's the oldest fucking website in human history.
So I'm gonna go. Valent's gonna go. Use his keyboard on his back. Stick USB stuff into things.
Okay.
Gonna do some good old fashioned movie hacking.
So Tom, the ground is concrete, right? All the way through?
Yeah.
What should I be looking for in these systems?
How about
before
the
I
pump
nuke them?
control so you can turn off the pump so she doesn't drown from...
How about a blueprint?
Pump control and blueprints.
Enter.
Okay, so roll your computer hacking skill.
All right, my computer hacking is 8D.
You just type that into Google. Pump control and blueprints.
Well, no, it's the
I found an
the
Amazon
local
listing for a
computer
sump
network.
pump, guys. We're on our way out.
We can have it primed to us.
I got 2 3s.
You have a wiggle room?
Is that it?
I don't think I have wiggles on this one.
No, you
No.
know.
We
Yeah.
only have wiggles on our
So
powers.
I got 2 3s.
Okay. 2 3s. Okay, so you managed to get into their internal system and find like some basic information, but you're locked out of everything important. But you do know where the pump controls are.
I found the pump controls.
All right, let's go to the pump controls.
They're
Come on,
right
team.
here.
Okay,
Where?
where is that on the
Tapping
blueprint?
on the
Also-
monitor.
It's not in the monitor. Where is it actually in the facility? Because we gotta go get to that now.
Also, you found out which room has the keys to the killdozer.
We don't need a killdozer. We have Captain Planet.
But
Turns
this
people into trees.
This facility is filled with pollution. I can't find workable justice water anywhere in here. That killdozer might be the only way for me to show him that pollution's wrong.
Look, I really want to hear a Captain
Yes.
Planet pun today. Okay,
would
I
my
need it.
flying ability also work for trying to pilot a bulldozer, the killdozer? Because if not, that's totally
Look, our
fine.
friend is literally getting drowned in pollution.
How-
We should really
okay.
get her out of that first.
How much weight can you? How much mass can you control
Oh
with your
god,
thing?
I don't, not that much.
How many dice do you have total, including the wiggle die?
6.
6.
I wasn't gonna
You
use this.
you can move up to 1,600 pounds with it. So probably not a killdozer because that's easily more than a ton.
Okay, that's fine. All right, so let's.
So we're gonna go get our friend out of that pump room. So we're gonna
Yeah.
go
To the pump room.
Bum,
Okay.
ba-dum, bum, bum.
Okay, so you arrive in the pump room.
I
Sounds
did.
so weird when I say it.
Yeah,
she
well,
there?
Pounding on the door.
Hmm?
Inside.
No, she's not there, but the
We're turning off the
controls
pumps.
to the
turning off the
controls
pumps
to
in
the
that room.
liquid are there. So
Okay, cool. So let's turn those off.
Yeah.
Yes, friends.
The
Is,
door
there's
locked?
is there any lock on the door to get us in there?
no.
Okay.
Okay.
We open the door. We go
I'm
inside.
gonna stand guard.
Okay.
Which is there any pump that clearly labeled for her room? Or are there any
Um,
pumps that have been clearly turned on?
Yes.
Cool. Let's turn that one off,
Okay.
and we steal the wheel.
Or we can just
Are
weld
these
it
computer
shut.
operated
I will
pumps?
All right, just do that. Yeah. Because
yes.
I don't want you to light it on fire and just
Alright.
have a whole bunch of pollution.
Just do like a little bit of welding.
Yeah,
Can
very-
you do
very
little
gently.
flame?
I mean, you could just shut off all the pumps. So, like,
We are shutting off all the pumps.
Yeah, but
we
we
want to
wanna
make sure someone just doesn't
Yeah.
come along and turn them back on.
We're gonna melting it.
I'm just like touching it, like. Shh.
I'm still looking for bottled water. I'm still
No,
looking
no, no.
for any kind
Lesser,
of potable
lesser.
water.
Turn it down to like a 1. So just, a little lower. Fire.
well, some of the tanks
There
have
you
water in them.
go. There you
But like gigantic tanks.
I will corral us to
Probably.
a victory. I swear
Would it
to
be
God.
feasible to redirect a water tank into that room? To wash
You
out
want-
all
But
the...
that wouldn't clean
But
it.
then that would like drown her.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the problem
she
is
would be dead.
the problem is she's still in a room full of water and she
But then
doesn't have the
she'll be
water.
Clean.
But she'll be dead.
I don't know what her ring does, but I don't
It's
think
hard.
it saves her
It's
from
hard, it does
drowning.
not.
Gaia, her corpse is clean.
Look, we brought it to you here.
Either way, we turned off the pumps and we've welded them shut forever.
yeah.
Until they replace the whole mechanism, which is an incredibly much more expensive procedure as these two die. Let's go to her room. Did you get the blueprints for her room?
He wasn't able to get any blueprints, but he was able to find like basic information. Like this room has this,
What room has a child that has been kidnapped in it?
What room
They
is no
don't
one allowed
have.
to go in?
They don't keep records on kidnapping.
Well, he's
for-
not a very good villain then if his paperwork's not up to par.
Was there any kind of room that was like unmarked or just like it's a room that like has no defined?
It's like filing.
Hang on, I
Well,
got
yeah,
it.
yeah.
I'm gonna go outside
There-
and I'm gonna talk to one of the people in the that it's working. Just tap on his shoulder.
Well,
Here on a field trip.
it's funny that you say that because someone one of the workers just walked in to find you in the middle of all of this.
Hey,
I-
sir.
I was like, "What are you doing?"
Wasn't I standing guard?
What's it?
I was standing
She's
guard.
standing guard.
Yeah, so you see him coming.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell everyone we need to go.
Hello, sir. We lost our friend. We're on a field trip and we don't know where she is. She's in a room and we know that it's got lots of plastic stuff in it. We don't know where she is. Can you please tell us, sir?
Like, how did
Roll
you
your
get
lie.
in here?
Roll your lie. Roll your lie. Roll your lie right now.
Roll my lie?
Yeah, roll your lie.
And while you're rolling,
Oh,
2 sevens.
2 7s and 2 3s.
Man,
Tom,
these workers suck at their
Tom,
roles.
you never go against Sam for a duplicity roll ever. It doesn't work out around here.
it's the curse of the
Okay,
room.
so what are you
Or the
asking for?
blessing.
We lost our friend. She's stuck in a room. We don't know where it is, though.
He's like, okay.
Have you seen a little girl? She would be covered in some plasticky stuff.
He said, "Okay, wait here. I'm gonna get security. They're gonna take you
Oh,
to the front
sir,
desk,
sir,
and
before you
I'm
get-
gonna go
Be-
try and find your friend."
Before you get security, sir.
Yeah.
I just have a question. I'm parched. Is there any way I could just get a bottle of water?
I want to roll this guy with a leadership roll really badly.
He's like, "There's a water fountain right just around the corner right here."
Sir.
Just around the corner.
Oh, I'm gonna roll this fuck. I'm gonna roll this fuck.
Hang on, I'm gonna roll persuasion. Whoops. Dropped.
Hey, it's okay if he gets
I have-
security because we talked to the one security
I
guard
have
already.
2 10s.
It's like, sir, it'd be a lot faster if you took us there, because that way we could help her, because she has special needs. She does.
Are you trying, Sam?
Listen, her special need is that she's covered in
In
goo,
plastic.
and we need to help
See,
her.
she's got an allergic reaction.
She has the special needs of emergency medicine.
We have an inhaler and an EpiPen, and only one of us is allowed to use it.
What did
And
you
it's
roll?
not you.
I rolled 2 10s.
Okay, he rolled 3 7s.
Uh-oh.
Well, no, it just means he goes off faster than her,
Yeah, the 10s do overpower the 7s.
Yeah. which kind of works in the scene you set up because he was about to go do something and then she just bammed him in at the end.
Okay.
Trying so hard to stop us, Tom. But we are rabid children with power rings.
We're to the point.
And none of Turner Broadcasting standards.
While this is all happening,
Yep.
Valen is just going around the corner to where that water fountain was
Okay.
supposed to be.
Yeah, it's
You're
right
just gonna
there.
hold it in
It's
your
just
mouth?
like a drinking fountain
Yeah,
thing.
so I take the goggles off,
Uh-huh.
start filling them.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I thought you were just gonna keep it in your mouth.
You know,
and
they're
at
they're
one
just
point
like
you're
eye protection things. Like they're not goggles. They're like
like protective glasses.
yeah.
Yeah, it's the way my brain's working. It's a combination of I'm just filling everything I can think of with water, like trying to
Okay.
just stuff it in my pockets.
It'll.
Basically, whenever Valent comes back, he is
Better off
dripping
just
wet.
soaking your damn clothes.
Okay,
He is
so-
dripping wet. He's got water everywhere.
You got an okay amount of water, but all the pumps are turned off. So
Oh, you
after
don't
a
get-
little while, you're kind of
You want-
Yeah,
running
so I've got,
dry.
like, a little handful of water.
Yeah.
Yeah, just on my person.
Water.
Oh God, it's like needles. Why?
Just make like a really hard, fast mist.
Valent just wants to cover his bases. If he
Okay.
can't use the water ring, then who is he? He's just Valent Chen.
The hacker.
Yeah.
The eco-terrorist who put a GIF up on the Space Jam website.
Okay, it was
He's still
it was
in
a
a
local newspaper company who were publishing undue stories about trees or whatever, and he showed them.
Oh, okay.
We're sorry,
He
Tom.
showed them.
I'm sure you had a plot,
He
but
put
we're,
up a Pepe
we are
meme
pounding the
son of a
fuck out of that plot.
No, it wasn't all your base meme. He
All
rolls
your
OG
base.
like that.
Okay,
Okay.
I see.
All right.
All right, so we have to go find our friend.
Okay.
Is this man gonna help us go room to room? He said, "I'll go look," which is, I assume means he has no idea that there's a child hidden somewhere in here.
Okay. So you basically drag him over to where you think on the map and say is, and it's like, this is where my friend was, or
She's
whatever
locked in
it is.
this room, please.
Yeah. And as you arrive at the room, you see Vile Venom's already opening the door, and he's about to take her, and he turns around and sees you there.
Sup, hooker? I don't know. I wanted one funny line.
You look at a man who just throws trash on the ground for fun, and you go, "Sup, hooker?" Like, do you do a power up?
I was doing this actually. Planeteers.
So he just turns and runs.
With the child?
No, he leaves her behind and just runs. He
Cool.
books it.
We did it. We got her.
We can click.
We
No,
can,
we're
get,
g-
we can clean her up with the water, and then summon Captain Planet.
And say, he has my ring.
Oh, dang it.
Oh, for crying out loud! Let's go get him then.
It's time for some big water energy. I use that whatever the damp puddle I have, and just try to throw it just like a baseball of water. Just
Okay.
try to hit him in the back of the head.
Okay, roll it.
I'm aiming for the soft spot.
The soft spot
That'll
on the back
kill
of the
him.
head.
It's water.
It's water, though.
It's very
And the
hard
size of
water.
the
Yeah, and if you jumped off a bridge, water feels like cement.
So
Really, you could
his,
just turn to
his
ice
water
and it will feel like
Yeah,
cement.
ring power does not have an attack ability. It's only useful. So you can do things to him, but you can't directly hurt him with water.
Yeah, this is just
So-
No, it's just-
stun him.
Chris, make a little chloroform rag over his mouth.
My
In water,
original,
it's good.
Like-
my original
Go to
idea.
sleep,
Like
go
you
to sleep, go to
can
sleep.
you can hit him with a water baseball and it can maybe knock him over, but you're,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
we gotta
No,
sprint.
no. Shh, go to sleep. Go to sleep.
my original
Go to
idea
sleep.
was to just like see if I could make it go in his mouth and into his lungs and just like choke
Oh.
him out.
Oh my god.
wow.
terrifying.
Okay.
But he turned around, so I can't see his mouth anymore.
But I mean, you have control over the thing. You don't just
Okay.
fling it. You can move it around.
I'm
Also-
gonna try to snake that water down his throat.
Okay, roll it.
Also, we can probably tell him that his ways of hurting the environment are little bitch energy. He'll turn around to fight us.
Here it comes.
Um,
Big
how-
water energy.
That's big brain, you small brain.
You have small.
Oh wait, I rolled too many. I forgot that's
Okay.
what the wiggle is.
Well, you remember, you can, if you want, you can even spend willpower points to add dice. So
Ooh.
you can. How many dice are you rolling right now?
Rolling 7. with two
7
wiggles.
plus the wiggle die.
Yeah, 7
So
plus 2 wiggles.
so if you spend 2 willpower, you can add 2 more and make it 9 plus a wiggle die.
I'll spend 2 willpower, so I just tick this down to 6.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. Big water energy! Oh boy, now I have to count pairs. Oh boy, I got 4 3s.
You got 4 threes.
That's going to happen really fast.
I got 4 3s. I'll use my 2. Should I use my 2 wiggles? to
Yeah,
make
turn
it
them into
Yes.
4. Turn them into 3s.
6. Yeah, okay, 6 3s.
It's going to happen really fucking
Yeah, that's real fast.
like, bam! Oh, what? What do you kids?
Okay, so
Poor children
so
beating
threes
up
are a pretty
themselves.
low number, so it's not like you immediately have him like choking to death, but
No, but it's
but that
he's like-
water
Convenience.
it's like that
his
water
mouth.
quickly snakes out, like goes right into his mouth, his nose, into his eyes a little bit.
Oh,
and
gosh.
he just like completely loses his sense of direction, or like he can't see or hear anything, and just
Yep.
runs right into a wall.
Now we're
And
gonna
I'm
sprint
gonna give
over
you
to
a
him.
willpower point back because that was an
hilarious.
excellent dramatic anime
Can I
moment.
roll up to this dude and just kick him in the head?
It just momentarily blinds him, so then he falls down a staircase, and his spine is just sticking out the side of his
Oh,
head.
Captain Planet would be so. If we summoned Captain Planet, he'd be like, "What did you do?"
Here's one of our
Make
own.
his body go away.
Can I use?
We lowered his carbon footprint by killing him.
You don't make a carbon footprint if you're dead.
Really.
Listen, you're the one who hired children.
I just want to go up and deliver him
Okay.
a shining wizard. Which, for those of you who don't know this wrestling move, you run up, you slide on your knee, and you kick the guy in the head.
Okay, so what now?
Can
Where
I
are you
go-
guys
Kicking
doing?
him in the head!
Can I
going-
Okay,
Can I
who's
those through his pockets?
what's that?
Yeah,
Okay,
I wanna go
who's
get the
doing
ring.
what? Let me.
So Valen did a thing. His
Yeah.
reaction to seeing him fall over into
Are
a
you-
wall is
Power
to say,
pose. You got a power pose.
yeah, well, no, I just like hit one hand on one hip, point at him like, incapacitate.
It's like, I guess you could say this situation got slippery when wet. No? No? I thought it was funny.
You know, when you're older, you'll see the folly of such.
Can I pick his pockets?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay, so
let's rob this
what
adult.
is everyone
Rob
doing?
him!
Everyone
Robbing the adult.
declare.
I don't know if he's knocked out yet, so I'm gonna sit on him.
Okay.
We don't know if he's knocked out yet. We're gonna physically accost him some more.
Okay, what are you two doing?
While he's trying to breathe.
Gonna sit on his
Who's the one who's kicking him?
I was.
Okay, that's you.
This turned violent. This is not safe for
Look at
children.
this man and his stupid backstory.
Have you?
Okay, and
Hey YouTube, we are never going to make this okay for children.
Not in a
I
million
want
years.
fan art of just this group
saying.
of 4 Planeteers bum rushing an adult.
I'm picking his pockets because I have streetwise. Yo.
okay, okay. Do you have what skills do you have?
I have streetwise.
Okay. Other than that, do you have like other like coordination skills?
I
'Cause-
have endurance and stability. I don't know
Okay.
if that works.
I have
Okay.
like stealth and athletics, so if we want to trade,
Okay, well.
I'll really quickly go through his pockets.
Back out.
Okay, I'm gonna say.
You got
Okay,
candy?
you two roll your body stats, and you roll your coordination stat.
I
Okay.
got it.
Okay, I'm gonna spend willpower because my body stat is like nothing.
I would also want to
Okay.
spend a
Can I spend like 4 willpower to give
Yeah,
myself 2 additional
absolutely.
dice? All right,
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna do
do that
Just
too.
remember, if you hit 0 willpower, your powers cease to function.
Oh my gosh! Okay.
I have 9 willpower, so I'll use 4 willpower.
double 9s.
Double nines. Okay.
That was worth the price.
Double 10.
Oh, nice.
Just walk up and I
All
big.
it took was him to fall down on the floor. Like friggin' like plague rats.
Just like I go big booting him in the face at the age of 12. BAM! Environment!
I'm just gonna like
Dang.
ass slam on his back.
I got absolutely nothing.
Oh, nothing. Well,
There's too many things.
You don't
mean,
want to
like-
touch any of it.
got
if someone
zipper.
is subdued, you can pick their pockets without having to roll anything. It's just a
Oh.
matter of do you do it fast or not.
Well, I didn't do it fast.
So you two,
I'm
Yeah.
ass,
You
I'm
two are
ass
first.
slamming on his
Straight
spine.
up went gangland on
I
this guy.
think the most sensical thing is Aram drop kicks him first, and then May goes and sits on him. So,
Go Planet!
Can I
Let's
pull
see,
the
what
water
is-
back out of his body that went into his mouth?
Oh my god.
well, it's already kind of gone everywhere at this point. So,
So I'm gonna pull it back out.
He's
through his
recycling.
nose.
We're Planeteers.
Wait, I have one more question. It's really important. Does anybody who works in the factory see this?
Got their boss got gang rushed by a fucking bunch of kids.
the one guy who brought us here. We're still
Oh
innocent.
my god! Children!
Where's our friend?
He's like, I think I
yeah,
need
the
to
guy who
leave.
escorted you is seeing all of this.
He's like,
Where's our friend, by the way? Is she out of the room?
She's like coughing and
We
like
just left
sputtering,
her.
but she's like
Out of
she
the
is
room?
kind of out of the room.
Okay.
Her arms are like behind her back, so it looks like she's been like zip tied or something.
Oh dear. Maybe one of us should probably untie
I'll go.
her.
Valen will go.
You
and
should
try
go
to help
untie her.
out.
Okay, so
We're gonna
yeah,
ship
you
that now.
you drop kick him. He takes 2 shock damage to the chest.
No, I kicked him in the
and
head. Oh
you,
no.
you rolled 9. So
Oh,
that's
yeah,
to
so
the
it's the
torso.
torso,
So
yeah.
you aimed for the head, but you got his chest.
Okay.
Oh no.
I aimed directly for his spine to butt slam on that, and I got 2 10s.
That you landed. You sat on his head.
Oh no!
So okay, so he aimed for his head, got him in the chest.
It's like this weird
and
tag
as
team
he's
match. It's
teeter-
like,
As he's like losing his balance and teetering over, your butt comes out of nowhere, hits his face, and just smushes it into the ground.
He might have a concussion.
we may have
not gonna
killed
lie.
Oh, that is
the first Planeteer-led fatality in the canon.
I also want to point out
that is enough shock damage. That is enough shock damage to his head to knock him out at this point. So he is unconscious.
Let's take him back to Hope Island and string him up.
Okay, so Melo
like a
picks his
fucking Lord
pockets.
of the
He's
Flies on
unconscious,
this
so
shit.
there's nothing he can do to resist you picking his pockets.
pockets.
You find the ring.
And we're gonna huck it at her.
No, don't huck it. We gotta hand it to her properly.
Okay.
Because it'll fall through a fucking metal grate, and
Oh,
this will get.
God, forever.
It'll be gone for fucking ever.
I did it.
Oh, wipe it off first too. Good hustle.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine showing up for your 9 to 5 job? These kids beg you to help them find your friend. And then you watch one of them like low sweep one up, and then the other one just ass slap.
Clean it.
Yes,
I
Dave?
think there's a certain addition to the comedy
You
in the
got
fact
Foley?
these
Oh,
people
no.
went all the way to the Bahamas to work here.
This is a nice job, you know. We don't know what we're exporting, but you know we're in the Bahamas. I'm caring for my family.
Just like there's so many pieces to this. Okay, so you go to you get a transfer to the Bahamas,
Yeah.
and you go there and you see your boss kidnap a child, and then a group of children ambushes him, and he gets a butt in the face and is knocked clean out.
Okay, there's
steal
onlookers.
let's
Ba-
steal his
Balin is just gonna
stupid
point at
shoes.
them and go like, if any of you do anything,
Well, I don't
you're
think
next.
I don't think any of these people want to even. All of these people so far that work here have such low willpower that
Yeah.
they don't know how to overpower a child. Going, please.
Yeah, like these are people who literally have had no choice but to work for literally the worst human being on the earth for pollution, for God's sakes. Like they're getting paid probably $14 an hour or some shit.
That's good in the Bahamas, though.
But it's in the Bahamas, right? So it's like, oh, it's $14 an hour, but I'm living in a facility in the Bahamas.
Yeah.
They don't know no better. But we're gang. We're just going.
Balin turns to you. He's like, Commander, I suggest we take his belt and his shoes.
I suggest we take him. Hang on. I take his belt and I tie his hands.
Oh
Okay.
my God.
Okay.
And we're gonna start dragging him through the facility.
Okay. He's
Hang on,
he
is
is
there
a
a
big
cart?
heavy man, and you're a bunch of children, so it's
Is there-
probably gonna take 2 of you at least.
Is there a cart, like one of those movie carts? It's like a rolling cart.
Not accessible
Okay,
at the
give me a
moment.
hand,
You
give me
don't
a
see
hand.
one.
Yo, give me a hand.
Why you want we?
We're dragging him.
Okay.
He's older than you.
Yo, give me a hand. Give me a hand. Give me a
Are
hand.
there any staircases?
We're not rolling him downstairs to kill him. Come on. We're taking him to face God's Gaia's justice. We're
We're
for
putting
the,
him on the ship.
yeah,
Okay,
we're gonna put him on the
And
ship.
says
We're gonna
this,
have
can someone cut these off?
we don't have knives. We're children.
I got it.
No!
You're not burning that off of her.
a little match.
Hang on, this
just
could
like
be like an X-Acto knife.
Yeah,
around here, so-
my little toolkit or whatever.
Yeah.
I should have.
Yeah.
Or
like wire cutters or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Just snippy snip.
Give her her heart ring. It's
How are
clean,
you
yeah?
feeling? Are you okay? You almost drowned.
It only came up to my thighs.
Because we were
Earring.
fast.
I got it. It's clean now.
She's,
Okay, so she puts
She's
it
like-
on.
she's like, these are my sweet pollution thigh highs.
Ensai, you want a piece of this? We totally owned him.
It's like we can just summon Captain Planet.
No,
Captain Planet could carry him to the Geo Cruiser.
hang on. You either have to put it into water, the beam into water, or put it into the sky.
Okay.
And we're inside a facility.
Yeah, so we gotta get out of the facility.
Okay,
And we don't
that's
want
fair
to.
enough.
Yeah.
That is
I
a
remember
thing.
that. I remember that episode where they covered him in a fucking piece of plastic and they're like, haha, summon Captain Planet now, hookers.
What if you just like burn a hole through the ceiling?
I don't remember that. Where
It was like a
that
force
episode
field or
where
some
they
shit,
called them
and for some reason it
hookers.
didn't work. And guy was like, guys, the fucking ground is where he comes from. But yeah.
Hold on a second.
Okay, so you're dragging him.
Yeah, we're dragging him outside.
Nobody's
You know, it's
stopping
times
us.
like
We're
these.
like, you just have this firework going like, who wants it?
So you get him maybe around the corner and down the next hallway when a bunch of security
Cheese
comes
it.
around the corner.
Cheese it. Just
And
cheese
they have no idea what to do with this.
Hey, you! You see what we did to
grabbed
him?
him, we'll
Let's
go.
go.
No.
We gotta go.
So we're outside, I'm assuming.
No, security guards have
Yeah,
stopped us.
security has caught up to you just around the corner, so you're just like
We're chasing it.
a hallway and a half away.
I want to use some of my wind powers to just like knock them off their feet and try
Okay.
to go as fast as we can.
Okay, go
Do
for
any
it.
of them have water bottles?
Stop trying to find water bottles.
I want to drown more people.
Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4 fours.
4 fours. Okay.
Go planet.
So basically, you like slam the entire team into a wall, and they all collapse in a heap.
We don't need Captain Planet. Let's go. We'll get the guy.
Yeah, we'll just dragging him.
Yeah.
Guy, we brought him to you. The guy's like, oh my god.
We've kidnapped a man.
They're all still conscious, but they're groaning.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, they're like, we don't get paid enough for this.
Yeah.
Magical children
Guys,
around.
we work for the bad guy. We need to go faster.
All right, let's go.
Are we outside now?
okay, so you drag his body over the pile of
Can
bodies.
the one security guard that let us in be there like,
Well, yeah, he was like the last one, and his like eyes are like.
Okay, Valen just comes up. Valen drops his leg or whatever he's
Planeteer.
dragging.
Planeteers.
He just claps a hand on his shoulder.
He just like backs away.
No, it's just, as a, come, put a hand
Yeah.
on his shoulder. Like, you'll remember this day. You did the right thing.
Hang on, I'm gonna roll my intimidation.
why are you intimidating him? He's
No,
already scared.
no, the ones on the floor. That's like
Okay.
2 twos.
It's like, yo, street justice.
Street justice hookers.
This is
You had a lot written, Tom, but we have destroyed it.
this is the like the conflict you must be feeling, lying on the floor, having been subdued by a child, having an 8-year-old threatening you, and actually being scared of her.
This is what happens
Street justice.
when the Planeteers lose the person with the heart ring.
Yeah.
We
She's
have
the one who brings us back to
We
like
go-
it's
normal.
like, guys,
Squad.
stop.
So at some
Just-
point, is Inside just going like, y'all, what the fuck? Can you just calm down? We-
Okay, so you're outside.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
Earth.
Oh, wind.
Fire.
Water!
Heart.
Yeah.
I
Go
mean, it
planet!
wasn't the right order, but okay, whatever. It's all the elements are there.
Backwards?
Captain Planet shows up. He's like, that was the saddest thing I've ever heard.
You do it in order.
What the fuck, guys?
He just comes tumbling sideways.
What if instead of summoning Captain Planet, it's somebody else? It was the wrong order. They're like,
It's great.
Okay, so Captain Planet shows up all triumphant. He looks around, sees the unconscious villain,
We got him.
and like a group of like half dazed security guards stumbling out of the building, and he's just like, I don't even know what to do with this.
Captain! And I go to one knee for a second. Like a little bowing salute.
oh,
Uh,
do we all bow to him?
this is, I like anime.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Yeah.
We subdued the villain, and we've taken his belt.
I am waiting for the Captain Planet pun. That is
They
what
were
I'm
made
here
from-
for.
They were made
I
from
didn't
shark
prepare any
skin.
puns.
Then you have failed us, Tom.
Captain, this facility is a terrible thing. We need to shut it down, and also we need some help getting this man to our Geo Cruiser because he's heavy.
Tom, I'll give you one. I guess you'll need my help to clean up this vile situation. Yeah, see, this doesn't
how
have to
many
be good. It
people-
just has to be a pun.
How many people are in chat?
How many people are in chat, Dave?
There's 11 on Twitch, 12 on Twitch.
Ooh,
Oh, nice.
spicy.
Whoever comes up with the best pun for Captain Planet, that's the one he'll use.
Got it.
All right.
Come up with a pun, guys.
Okay, so
Captain Planet.
yes.
This entire facility's entire purpose is to dump a form of plastic and salt in order to ruin the oceans and soil.
And Florence.
Can you please help us?
Like, not gonna lie, we may need a volcano to buff this one.
Yeah,
out.
like don't
After the people get off, of course.
don't look at what we've done here.
To-
I'm telling you the real problem.
Okay, so basically, oh jeez, how does he even do this? So
we're getting on the Geo Cruiser.
so he creates like a big he lets the employees evacuate first. And
Of course,
creates
'cause
like
we're
a
not
giant like
monsters.
funnel to funnel all of the stuff out of the facility and then into like not in the water obviously.
Into like space.
Yeah, into space. That's what he does.
Man, Captain Planet hates space.
It's like, this is
aliens are
your
gonna-
problem now.
The aliens are gonna come for us.
The problem is yours.
To be fair, he could, with his powers, he could literally huck it into the sun,
Yeah.
and it would just be fine.
Well, yeah, it's the sun.
Dave, everything
Like,
okay
the
over
whole
there?
Earth smells like melted plastic for a few days, but that's
Okay, Dave.
can smell.
All right,
travel
I
through
got
space?
thumbs
No,
up
not
from
really.
both of them.
Okay, good.
So we get
Is
any
there,
good
is there a
puns coming
pun,
in?
Dave?
Doing okay?
Go Captain War Crimes.
I don't know if it's war crime if we literally live in like
Technically in pirate waters.
yeah, we're in pirate waters.
I guess you have already extracted the venom from this wound.
Ooh, that's a good
That's
one.
good.
Who did that? Who
one?
did that?
That was Mythic GR66.
Thank you,
job.
Mythic. That was a good one.
Woohoo.
We did. He's down here. We've subdued him.
I slammed my ass into him.
I took his belt. I'm gonna take his shoes as well.
I pickpocketed him.
we robbed an adult.
I do have a real question for you.
Yes.
Did you expect that there was going to be some sort of boss battle?
Yeah.
that we
No.
See, I only scripted like the first half of this because I knew once you get in there, you're gonna figure out your own thing, and I'm just gonna let it go from there and see
was a
where it
good
goes.
move.
and-
This is the killdozer. You can use it if you want.
Nah, man, we're gonna fucking sit on his face.
Captain, there's a killdozer in there. Before you throw the facility into the sun, can you?
He doesn't throw the whole facility. He just like
No, you
siphons out the goop.
You siphon out the goop. You,
And-
you put a volcano above the facility to break down the materials into all their respective components. Anything that's toxic, you launch into space.
What I'm saying is, we could use that killdozer to stop a lot of environmental terrorism and
called the
crimes against
killdozer.
the planet.
It's called the killdozer.
It'll become the eco-dozer.
Yes.
The armored eco-dozer.
I'm very
Hashtag ecodozer.
I'm very good at
Question: How are we gonna
technology.
get it back to Hope to the island?
Captain?
Captain
We have
Planet flies down, picks it up,
Oh,
and
we're-
just flies off with it.
I'm gonna point out
And-
we really need to make that environmentally friendly though. I'm pretty sure it runs on whale tears.
That's all right. That's all right. I can use my computer hacking skills to get on the internet and find a few ways to use alternative fuel sources.
We will.
We'll make it solar powered.
could-
We have
yeah.
a new vehicle now.
Okay, so the facility's been siphoned of all the goop.
Yep. We have a friend
The whole
back.
thing just kind of collapses in on itself.
Hang on a
and-
second.
Tested planet Earth.
And
Hang
vile
on a second.
venom
Oh.
is left.
Oh, the hashtag ecodozer, reducing the carbon footprint 1 foot at a time.
That's right.
Excellent. Excellent.
Fall in line or fall beneath the eco-dozer.
That would make.
And,
To be fair, if you were a Captain Planet fan and that toy came out, you would want that fucking toy.
I
Yeah.
would love that toy even if I wasn't a Captain Planet fan.
Yeah, it runs on peanut oil.
So, vile venom, you just kind of leave in the parking lot, unconscious, with his belt removed.
No, we brought him back to the island to face Gaia's
yeah,
justice.
okay,
He's facing
sure.
Gaia's justice.
But also, we took a bunch of his clothes, so he,
Yeah.
He's gonna wear like one of those shawls that she's got.
Yeah. He like looks
Made
like
of
he's from
burlap?
that island.
Yeah.
He's like, what?
We're gonna make it out of hemp,
Yeah.
and we have a hemp shawl
Okay.
for him.
and
Here's a hemp sack and some weed. Go nuts, boy.
And in the coming days, his enterprise basically implodes
Yep.
once
Really?
certain people have leaked information about what he's really up to, and now nobody wants to go with the waste management person who's just dumping all of the stuff into the ocean when no one's looking.
I used my YouTube channel.
Which
I
isn't
I've
for
got
kids.
348 subscribers.
One of them's
that's
the
actually pretty
FBI.
generous. It's pretty generous. Valen Chen's more of like a 250 fluctuate up and down every week.
Those heady days.
Yeah, I don't know where else to go from there. It's the end. Yay.
We do the fucking PSA at the end of the episode.
Oh yeah, we gotta do the PSA.
Which is
Kids,
Hi,
don't
kids.
park in a handicap spot with a jumbo jet.
Hi, kids. It's not cool to park in a handicap spot, especially if you don't have a handicap sticker. Seriously, don't do it because the people who need the handicap stickers definitely need to use it more than you do.
And if we see you do it, we're gonna drown you slightly and then kick you in the head.
And maybe sit on your face.
also, don't assume that anybody needs it either. If they're parking there and they have the sticker, they do need it, even if they look like they can walk.
Yeah,
Even if
seriously.
and even if you don't see someone around the area with a sticker, you shouldn't actually use that space and keep it reserved in case someone should show up who might need it. And that includes any toilets that are handicap accessible and ramps.
I'll waterboard you.
The power is yours.
And remember, the environment is everyone's responsibility. We're all in this together, even if our parents were killed by a volcano.
That's
Thanks, Captain Planet.
All right.
Also, no smoking.
Huh?
Also, no smoking.
Yeah, no
Also
smoking.
no smoking.
Only you can prevent forest fires.
But my water ring sure can help. Also, I can waterboard you.
you.
I give up.
You just want to waterboard someone.
The next 20 minutes is just gonna be us riffing.
This is exactly what I was expecting from all of this.
I hope so, because it's all you're gonna get.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw the previous game. We spent 15 minutes making fun of one NPC. It wasn't good.
It was not good. It's just getting worse.
It-
Really funny.
Epilogue: the security guy who helped us, Valent, has been keeping up with, and he wants to have a cool set of informants on the street because that's how Valent rolls.
Yeah.
So it's just this poor security guard in his like mid-40s, and this terrifying teenager occasionally like just pops up behind him and goes like, "Have you heard about the new crime that's going on? Someone's dumping something in the ocean. Wondering if you knew anything about it since you're one of my informants."
It's like, I think you found out about it already. And you're like, excellent.
Are you
Good
trying
work.
to hide something? I'll waterboard you. That's like on Valent's toy, his quote on the back.
You just, you
Yes.
you get to a point where you don't have to say it. You just open up your jacket and there's just bottles of water. You're like,
We want to go live? You want to go live? They're all biodegradable.
It's got this one hemp
No,
towel.
they're not even bottles. They're like that little pouch thingies that you see because they're the
Oh,
biodegradable.
the
Oh,
biodegradable
yeah.
water bottles that you
water
can eat.
bottles
Yeah.
you can actually
Yeah.
eat. So they're just lining his entire
And I
thing.
got this,
And
like,
he's like, when he's
I got
like,
this
when he's
hemp washcloth
when
and
he's
put
like-
over his face.
No. They grab you to kidnap you, right? And you hear a bottle break. You just hear him go.
Welcome to the flood, mother.
he's like, don't make me do it, motherfucker.
No,
something
carbon
I-
fiber is actually made from all natural components. Can I use that?
I didn't think this was gonna happen.
Because if I'm gonna, if that is the case, I'm gonna wear carbon fiber armor to every situation. It's gonna get gnarly.
Back in the day, I was briefly in a Big Eyes Smallmouth campaign.
Yeah.
Right.
Where my character had mastery over something, is the way magic worked in the world. I picked water, and he's not very good at it, but he has the potential to become very good at operating water.
Uh huh.
With the end game of like he figures out how to boil people's internal water in their body, and then I didn't think any of that was going to track into Valent Chen. But
But it
then
did.
suddenly it's like, oh no, it's okay, Chris, you can have the water snake around and go down his throat. And I'm like,
Can I?
We
That
should
is
end
the
this-
look of pure childlike delight.
We should end the stream though.
All right, so
No more
anything
fuckery.
anything we need to say
We
to
did
our
the
viewers?
announcements. D20 Live will be doing the normal 3-week block. The fourth week we will be doing the survey. Keep posted for things about that. Next week, the newest Ravenloft episode will be going live to the public, but this week after we're going to upload it. Sorry, after this stream, I'm going to upload it. It's going to go live for patrons only. That's
If you want to join in and watch the videos early, join our Patreon
at the $5 tier.
At the $5 tier at patreon.com/D20
Live.
live. And if you want to buy some of our merch,
And we should pimp Tom out, too.
yes, and we should pimp out Tom.
Tom,
yes,
tell us
our
about
Tom.
your
Buy our Tom.
Buy our Tom.
I'm Tom. He's an evil genius white. I do the show Weird Video Games on YouTube. I also stream on Twitch at He is an Evil Genius. You can find me. Just Google me. I've got lots of cool stuff.
We'll put links underneath.
Yeah, we'll put links in the description for Tom as well as for Chris if you want to pimp your stuff out.
Yeah, Evangelist Central, Evangelist Reviews on YouTube. I'm probably going to use Twitch a bit more if I lose the ability to stream come January, so look for me there. Twitter.com/Vangelist. I always say what I'm doing there.
And I've been Big Mike.
I'm Sam.
I'm Nicole.
And big thanks to Dave and Dave for doing the audio and the video.
Woo! And we miss you, Tyler.
And
Please
for
come
making
home.
me lean in when I'm supposed to.
It's all right.
And
Eat
Tom?
the mic.
say us out.
The power is yours!
Yay!
Later!
I'll waterboard you!